Hey everybody, this is Clay the Average Gamer, and tonight I am bringing you the very last Marvel vs. Capcom character gameplay. So I've gone through and I've done all the Marvel characters. I did an online, my very first one was an online game with Hulk, Wolverine, and Iron Man, followed by just arcade mode gameplay with the other Marvel characters, and like I said, this is the last of the Capcom characters that I have left to play. Now, I am honestly not going to talk at all about the gameplay tonight or Marvel vs. Capcom. You know, I figure this is the fifth one now that I've brought, so my opinions on this game haven't changed. It's a good, fun game, good, mindless fun. The games are quick. It can be very frustrating whenever you meet somebody that you know, won't give you a chance to do much of anything. What I am going to tell you tonight is just a little story. You know, I've got I'm older. Whenever I was in high school, me and a few of my friends, we decided that we were going to do a week-long trip through out the west, and one of our last stops was Glacier National Park. For those of you that haven't been there, it's an awesome place. I would love to go back. In fact, I plan to go back this summer, and things kind of fell through, so I didn't get to. But anyways, so it was me and three of my closest friends from high school, and we went up to Glacier and went and talked to the ranger station and about we wanted to do some overnight hikes and camp out in the woods, and they made us watch a little video about bears and what we should do if we ever run into one. What they told us to do was, while we're walking, we make lots of noise. You clap, you just make sure that you don't sneak up on a bear, because evidently bears are bigger than humans, and they can be ill-tempered, and especially if you have food, they would like to eat it. And so it's best to stay away from them when you can. They tell you to keep your food pulled up in trees, and so we're saying okay, and we take off on our hike with our packs, and we're going and we're saying no bears, no bears. And as we go through, it's just a typical day. It's actually a really, really pretty day. There's many funny stories that go in with this, but one of the things was it was about probably 70 degrees or so, and the weatherman said it was supposed to be great weather that evening and all into the next day. Well, we start hiking, and I guess it gets to be about lunchtime, and so we all sit down, and we're sitting there just talking and having fun, and we're pulling out our sandwiches and pulling out. I think we even cooked soup that day for some reason. I don't know what the deal was with that, but we had our little stoves and had the fires turned up, and we're all sitting down chatting and laughing and being plenty loud. So I mean, any bear that would come by would of course hear us. But one downfall that we had was the fact that we were actually had peanut butter and crackers. I mean, I think Yogi Bear, his main deal was to steal picnic baskets, and we had definitely a smorgasbord of bear food out. Well, within this time, about probably 10 minutes into our lunch, one of my friends turns pale white, shuts up, and I look at him, and his eyes are the size of basketballs, and his jaw has dropped to the ground. And about that time, everybody got quiet and looked over, and probably 10 yards from where we were eating, this giant grizzly bear takes off walking down the hill, right by us. And we hadn't finished eating yet at all. We still had everything out and all over the place. But the second that we saw that, and for it was really cool looking back on it, because the bear it kind of looked at us and then just turned around and like it didn't pay us much attention, took off down the hill. And so we decided that we were gonna. First of all, we were cussing and freaking out, and soup got tossed, everything got thrown into backpacks. Sandwiches we didn't get finished with. They got tossed. We we were on our way. We were out, and there were two ways. There was the direction that the bear was headed, which was down the mountain, and a trail that would take us further up into the mountain that was away from which the bear. And the only reason we chose to go the way that the bear did not go, to go continue up through the mountain, was because that's the way the bear did not go. And so anyway, that's story number one. The second story is once we actually got to this campsite. We were in shorts and t-shirts, and we pitched our tent. And I mean, as soon as we did, this weatherman said that there was like a 0% chance of rain. Well, it started raining on us, and so here we are, thrown in our tents, trying to, again, for dinner that evening. We had our stoves out, and we were cooking. Again, whatever it was, I think we may have spaghetti that night for dinner, and we kind of cooked under the tarp outside of our tent, trying not to get everything. No, we had ramen noodles. That's what we had, the freaking dinner of champions, ramen noodles, and and it was good. It was great. But we stayed in that tent for, 12 hours or something like that. It was something ridiculous. The hike ended up not being that good. We ended up finally being able to fall asleep, only to wake up again. Again, we woke up that next morning, and we had packed for shorts and t-shirts. Well, when we woke up, there was snow on the ground, and so we proceeded to camp or hike down the hill in the snow in our shorts and t-shirts. And the story goes on, but unfortunately I'm not going to have enough time. Guys, again, Marvel vs. Capcom, good fun game. You guys ought to check it out. If you like this commentary, feel free to rate, comment, or subscribe. Guys, this is The Average Gamer. I'm out. Peace.